Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see, I am wearing this Y2K inspired glam. I'm joining the trend on TikTok where we do our makeup like people used to do in the year we were born. So this is my version of it. And while I do my makeup, I will share some of the advices to help you guys get through the problems you may face in your middle school or high school. These advices are some of the things I wish I did when I was in middle school or high school, and some things that I'm so glad I did it in that time. Make sure to watch the video till the end because I'm going to address the different topics including fake friendships, friend groups, boyfriends, confidence tips, etc. So let's get into the video. Okay, so I have started my eye makeup. When you are younger, you may think like the bigger the friendship groups, the cooler they are, and they are so fun. Actually not the case. 9 out of these 10 friendship groups, they all hate each other. They just have so much unnecessary drama which is not worth your time as a person with high values. You should not waste your time fitting in a group of people you don't even like. Let's talk about your fake best friends. If you have a friend who criticizes you about everything, does not support you on anything, brings you down in front of other people, shows signs of jealousy, then congratulations, she is not your friend. She might have been at some point of your life, but she is not anymore, okay? As soon as you identify her as a fake friend, you have to take actions. She's causing a lot of damage to your mental health, your self-esteem, and a lot of things, and you don't deserve to have a fake person as your company. You can't grow in your life with a bunch of fake people with your side. A fake friend can do so much damage, more than ways you can imagine. Friendships are so important, especially at young age. If you don't have a friend who is not a well-wisher, then it is very dangerous. You have to cut her off. Doesn't matter if she is your friend from childhood or she is your friend since 5 years or 10 years. No one is that important, okay? You can move on. And you have to move on if you want to grow in your life or if you want mental peace. And don't be afraid of being alone, or don't think that what am I going to do school without my friend. First of all, she is not your friend, okay? And she is draining you. In order to grow in your life with peace, you need friend who brings value to your life, okay? Who appreciates you, who supports you, even if your choices and preferences are not same, if you have different aesthetic. Let's talk about my personal experience. Why am I an expert in this field? So when I was in my middle school and high school, mainly in my high school, I was friends with bunch of these kind of people. Our clothing sense, everything was quite different. I used to wear makeup from a young age, but she didn't. Okay. Did I criticize her for not wearing makeup? No. Did she criticize me for wearing makeup? Yes. Why would someone criticize another person, even their best friend, for not having similar choices about fashion or makeup or anything? Like, everyone is different. She used to criticize my clothing choice or my makeup. I used to not pay attention to all these comments because I was like, oh, she's stupid, I will do whatever I like anyways. I never really gave attention to her comments, which I think bothered her a lot. Negative comments about me never affected me. But the thing is, I should not have a friend by my side who criticizes me all the time. I should not have someone by my side who speaks bad about me in front of me. Like, why would I let someone do that? I would never let someone, whoever he or she is right now. At that time, I didn't have that maturity to understand that thing, that she is supposed to be my best friend. She is supposed to be my supporter, but instead she is being a hater. Thank God I never changed my aesthetic. You should not let other people talk bad about you and then let that affect you, okay? Now that we have to identify the fake person, how to cut them off? Start by stop talking to her. Start by less communication, like stop talking to her. Unless she has done something very serious, you don't need to ask her for explanation because she just does not have a right reason to be a bad friend. She is just like that, and she will never realize her mistakes and she will blame you and play victim. So just slowly cut her off without creating any fuss. And if she demands explanation or ask why you stop hanging out with her, you can tell her, but she will deny everything and play victim and blame you, okay? So if she does that, don't let that affect you. Next thing you will do is just ignore her existence. Just ignore. You should not even look at her unless she's sitting right here, okay? You ignore her, and you can also unfollow her on social medias if you want. I don't recommend blogging because that might be a little too much. Like, I don't know, if she has done something very bad, then you can block her, but you can just stop checking her up on social medias, okay? And don't post anything about fake friendships with snake emojis. Just don't do it. People might ask you what happened with you and your friend or whatever. If they ask you, you don't have to spill the tea and go so much deep. It will just create unnecessary drama, and the last thing you want with her is drama. When you are cutting off your friend or friends, you may feel like you're alone, but let me say something. Being alone is not that bad as it sounds. Being alone is actually quite fun. You should grab that opportunity, use it to focus on your personal well-being, okay? Try to make new friends. You have your full life ahead and you will make a lot of friends, good friends. I have also made new friends, and the friends I have right now, they always support me, they always hype me up, never criticizes me up. They are nothing like those friends. So, temporary phase, and you can be out of this phase anytime you want, and you should be proud of yourself for taking this decision. And remember, this is how you learn to let go people who don't deserve you by their side. Let's talk about mean girls. So earlier I mentioned about bunch of groups in school who are very popular, who seem very cool, but you know that they are not cool, and most of the time everyone hates them. Girls of those groups, or any girl in general that you don't know or you are not very close with, can show you bad buzz or nasty stares, talk bad about you, or just trying to bully you. So there is no reason to give any attention to them. You don't even know them, but they still will hate you for no reason. They are just your haters. In order to handle them, you should not pay any attention to them. You should not even look at them. Like, you will pretend like they don't exist, okay? Unless they have said something very serious or something you should not ignore, you don't need to talk with them. If they crossed any lines, you will take action. You have to stand up for yourself, and you can take helps from your teachers or like authorities. You may think that why are they being haters? I don't even know them, they don't even know me. This is so simple. They see you as a threat. You want to be the most popular or prettiest girls, and they see you and you are cooler than them and prettier than them. They just feel threatened by you, and that's why they are trying to pull you down and hurt your self-confidence by like bullying and bad comments. Like, seriously, there are no other possible explanation to this kind of behavior. If they comment about your appearance or anything, never ever think about it, because this is so nonsense. They only attack you because they think you are better than them, okay? Always apply this mentality when I get hate comments on social medias, like on TikTok and Instagram. I have had a lot of bad comments about my appearance, my other things. Always think that they don't even know me, then why are they spending so much time hating on my videos? Honestly, you should just use this to feel good about yourself, okay? You are an it girl, they are talking about you. You are not talking about them. They are doing this thing without even knowing you. Everyone hates it girls. So the best way to deal with hate is enjoy the hate. Now I'll be talking about boyfriends at your age. When one of your friends has a boyfriend and you all think that this is so cool, oh my god, she has a boyfriend. This is so normal to think like that, because at your age people start to fantasize about guys. Let's be real, a relationship at this age is actually cool? No, they are not. Because when you are in a relationship, you have to invest a lot of time and energy, and at this age I don't think that this much time and energy is worth for a relationship which will probably last for few months. Some relationships last only for a few weeks, which is so real. It's the reality of early teen relationships. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings if you have crush on someone, but this is reality. Just enjoy the crush and you have to move on eventually. You should not risk your individual development for a guy who is actually not your soulmate. Because when you are like 13, 14, 15, like this age is so sensitive, and a toxic boyfriend can harm you even more than a fake friend, okay? As you are so young and not mature enough, it will just harm you even more. And why the need of so much unnecessary trauma? Like, you will eventually deal with a lot of guys when you are an adult. When you will deal with guys in adult life, you will learn a lot of lessons, and you can even face trauma, but you will handle that trauma more smartly. But at a young age, the trauma is no good. Okay, use your time for your studies and your hobbies. Okay, learn new hobbies, practice your hobbies if you already have it, figure out what you can do best, figure out your talents. Everyone has one. Or just crush on celebrities. If you have strict parents, it is totally a bad idea to risk their trust for a short living relationship. When you are practicing your hobbies, building skills, you will be 2 steps ahead of your friends who don't have these skills or hobbies. So if you want to start becoming that girl from a young age, you have to prioritize your self-development. A person having productive and creative hobbies is always cooler than a person who does not have those. And the best part is, when you have spent so much time on yourself for your self-development, you will have a better mindset and a sense of self-love. And when you get older, you will be approached by guys who are so much cooler and you think now is out of your league. I am constantly talking about being a better version of yourself. So the better version of yourself is obviously very confident. Let me share some confidence tips with you guys. My first tip is very important. And it is to avoid talking bad about yourself in front of others. I have previously posted about this on my Instagram and TikTok. You just can't ever talk bad about yourself, bad about anything, like your appearance, your outfit, your makeup, yourself in front of others. You can't do it. You can't put down yourself and expect other people to treat you right. Okay, people will treat you the way you treat yourself. I don't care if you are having the worst day of your life, or you are not happy with your makeup, or your eyeliners are cousins, you don't like your outfit that much, or anything. You cannot go out in public and point these things to other people. If someone approaches you and compliments you, you have to embrace the compliment. I don't look good, yours is better than mine. You don't need to go that kind of compliment. You can hype other people up without putting down yourself. Because confidence is attractive. Even if you are a good looking person, saying bad about yourself makes you less confident. The key to confidence is faking it until you make it. So like I said, even if you don't feel confident, never let other people sense it. And you don't need to be like overconfident, because people can sense fake confidence. My tip number 2 is, when you are facing an embarrassing situation at public, you should not own it. And you have to pretend like it is not an embarrassing situation. If you fall in front of a crowd, you should not act like, oh shit, what did I do? Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. No, just pretend like it never happened, because most of the time people don't even notice. Like, they just don't. People don't care about these things. You do you. You don't have to be nervous. You should take these situations lightly. You don't need to become nervous, because it's just totally normal. Like, I used to have this problem too. Like, if I fall at public place, I used to get embarrassed and felt nervous, which I don't do now. Naomi Campbell fell at a fashion show while doing her walk. The way she handled the situation with a smile, it just made the entire thing iconic. Now it is seen as an iconic thing of her career rather than embarrassing one. The way you react to these unwanted situations affects how other people think of it. My final confidence tip is, never afraid to become different. There is nothing called being overdressed. And even if you are overdressed, this is a plus point if you wanna become an it girl, because it girls always look different than others. So one example that is coming in my mind is when Serena van der Woodsen on Gossip Girl, she wore a ponytail on her cotillion, and like, no one wears ponytail in these kind of events with like gown. It was a very thin detailed of how she is so different from others, and she is the it girl of the show. My makeup look is complete. So these were the tips that I wanted to share with you guys. Don't worry if you still make mistakes. People learn things best from their own mistakes, okay, not from advice of other people. If you are going through similar problems as I mentioned in my video, I hope that this video will help you. I really hope that you guys have a best middle school and high school experience. I have made mistakes too. Now that I am at the end of my teenage, I will make mistakes in my 20s and I will learn from them. We are all in our journey, so let's try being the best version of ourselves. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts on this Y2K makeup, and thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.